Yeah, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing today? What have I missed in the last 20-ish hours? Time is hard. What have I missed? Update me. Quick TLDR. What's up in your world? Hi. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning. I have had a very productive day today, speaking for myself at least. I woke up earlier than I thought I would, but I only slept once last night, which is a win, because as I mentioned yesterday, I think it was yesterday that I mentioned this, for the whole week leading up to the debut, I've just been really struggling to sleep a full night. What I end up doing is I'll take several naps instead of properly sleeping the whole night. But last night, I went to bed... I don't remember what time, but there's a timestamp on tweeter.com. But I went to bed at a reasonable hour. And then I woke up also at a reasonable hour. I slept like 7 whole hours. And it was one go. And I think that's pretty epic. You should rest. I'll be just fine. I actually, this kind of is rest for me if it's a farming sim. I know streaming is still work, but it's always been more like about fun for me. I'm very self-indulgent with streaming and the things that I stream. Got my assignment in? Thanks to me? What do you mean thanks to me? I didn't do that. That was all you. Or maybe it was because you were trying to meet my schedule or something. I'm so sorry for those who have to really bend over backwards to make it to my live streams. Oh goodness. Glad you're sleeping better. Thank you so much. It's kind of stressed me out, honestly. It's not been a big problem, you know, because I'm still getting the right amount of sleep. I'm just getting it in pieces, right? But I don't know. I like to just go to sleep and then not exist for about 10 years, and then I wake up the next day. You know what I mean? I like to not have to be burdened with being awake in the middle of the night. So I'm very happy to finally be transitioning back into my normal. Or at least I think this would be my normal. I'm getting there. It'll be any time now. Any day. Spill the tea's name. I don't think I should do that. I think that would be pretty unfair to the brand, because I think it is kind of liked as a brand. So I will not name the brand. But I think it was floral. It was like a floral type tea. I don't remember which flower. But yeah, I tried a new tea today, if you didn't see the little note that I left on the loading screen. But I tried a new tea today and I still have it with me. And it tastes like perfume smells, if that makes sense. Or not like it smells. Like, I don't know if you've ever accidentally had perfume in your mouth, but it tastes like that, kind of. It's kind of like, it's very sharp. It's very sharp, and it like leaves that like, you know what I mean? I don't know if... That's such a ridiculous explanation, actually. Is it lavender? I don't think so. Actually, it might be. The color is about normal. It's just like that same creamy, like kind of orangish color you'd expect from most teas. Yeah, this one tastes like perfume. I've been trying to experiment a little bit lately. I'll see if I can find the box later and tell you what brand it, or not brand, but like what flavor it was, because I got it from one of the sampler boxes. I love to get, whenever there's a new brand that I discover and they have sampler boxes where they'll have 2 or 3 bags of each in different flavors, or how do I phrase this? It'd be more like 7 to 10 bags, or maybe even more. There's some that will have like 20 bags and then they split it up into 3 or 4 flavors. I like those, and that's what this was from, but I don't remember which flavor I tried today. But yeah, it tastes like perfume, but I did like it. But I just didn't love it, you know? I didn't love it like the throat coat. It's just I wanna find a tea that I can get locally that makes me as happy as throat coat does, because I have to order in throat coat and it's a little tedious sometimes, and I don't like ordering things in general. I like to get it nearby. All on a budget. Any chance you get? You know what I mean? You get me? Kind of want to try throat coat now. It's definitely not for everybody because I've recommended it to pretty much everyone in my life, but not everyone has liked it. Namely, the main reason that I drink throat coat is specifically because it coats your throat, as the name would suggest, right? Because it's like meant to be for vocal recovery or vocal maintenance. So if you're not sick or you're not just a freak at trying to improve your vocals, you might not really need it, but I love it. I love it. I love the feeling. I love the aftertaste. It's really, really nice. It's throat coat. Thought you were saying throat goat. No. But that's what it is, honestly. Throat coat is my throat goat, as far as I'm concerned. Perfume. Oh yeah, okay. So here's the agenda for today. I almost forgot. I got too distracted by my tea and by talking about my sleep. So you may have seen on Twitter, but I finally figured out my tags. I say finally as if we haven't existed together for less than 3 days, but yeah, I figured out the tags. I thought really, really hard that day. I went back to the stream VOD and like watched through the chat in slow motion, and I tried to pick out the ones that were the most popular. I'm gonna apologize now. A lot of them were actually my ideas, just because those were a lot easier. They were already checked and approved. I wanted to see if there were any out there that were also like approvable. But there were a couple that I took from suggestions, and naturally I didn't suggest anything for the fan name, so I can reveal that now for anyone who doesn't know. Though honestly, there are some spoilers in the chat. Some of you have already changed your name to include it, which made me really happy. So thank you so much for your support. All right, so we can start with these. You know these already, right? These were already there the whole time. They've always been there. But if we expand this list a little bit, oh, what's that? Oh, we confirmed the assets tag. It is hashtag for Kaelix, and I'm gonna explain these as I go. By the way, actually, we should go ahead and just explain even the ones that we started with, right? So, general tag is Kaelix Debonair. You can put literally anything related to me there. This also kind of can double as an ego search tag if you want to post something knowing that I'll see it, but don't know that I'll see it because I might not check it. Oopsie. Yeah, just in general, if you can't figure out a better fit for the other tags, feel free to tag this. Or honestly, you could also use this in addition to the other tags if you want to reach more people that are looking for this. Yeah, general's pretty self-explanatory, right? Straightforward. Then we have the live tag. This is for if you want to commentate or post anything that was done during the stream while the stream is going or shortly after the stream is over. Though there's a bit of overlap with this and another tag that I'll talk about a little bit later. Honestly, you're free to interpret and use this one however you want. Next, we have the art tag. As I mentioned, this was also predetermined. These three were already figured out, you know, the moment I debuted. I really wanted to have these at least so you could do stuff before then. But anyway, if you ever are so inspired by my gorgeous, gorgeous face that you wanna make some gorgeous, gorgeous art, please feel free to send it to hashtag KPix. That is where you can send any fan art, it doesn't even have to be a traditional, I say traditional, but like a digital illustration. It could be paintings, it could be sculptures, it could be anything that is just art made about me or like inspired by me or related to me in some way. You're free to interpret that, however. And then we have assets. This is back where we started, right? All right, so for assets, this is anything that you want me to use on stream. This could be like a drawing of my hands holding something, like a prop. It could be like a little hat for me to wear, maybe a new pair of glasses. It could be anything like that. If you send it to hashtag for Kaelix, this is basically, and I gotta make this very clear, this means you are giving me permission to use it, okay? I try to make a point to reply to things like these, and I will continue to try to do that, to say like, oh, thank you so much. I'd like to use this if that's okay, but in any scenario, if I forget to do this, because it's no secret already, right, that I'm very forgetful, probably the most forgetful person in the galaxy. This tag is a good way to make sure that I know I can use it and that the permission is kind of granted ahead of time. I still want to try to like make sure I reply in general though, just so that you know and so that I can get proper permission. I wouldn't want to use something that I'm not supposed to use. Next, we have something very similar in function. This is hashtag Debonair for thumbnails. You can use this in addition to K-Pix if you'd like to, for anything that you'd like me to be able to use in a stream thumbnail, or alternatively in my weekly schedules. I really want to highlight fan art every week in my schedules. Right now it's just my key visual, right? But I'd really love to show off everything. The weekly schedule is basically like my fridge, if you know what I mean, right? It's like putting your kid's art on the fridge. Not that you're my kid or anything like that, but you know what I mean? Or like when you're like when you're in kindergarten and your teacher puts your drawing up on the wall, it's like that. Not to say that you're like a kid to me. I just feel like those are the only two scenarios I can think of in regular life where like a figure will proudly display your art. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like that. It's like that. So anything that you put under hashtag Debonair, that gives me permission to use it in thumbnails and schedules. I don't know if you notice or appreciate this, but I intended for it to match with hashtag Kpix, which was Sable's idea, actually, Kpix, but because you can use these together, right? So when you put them together in order, it's Kaelix Debonair, which sounds like my name, right? Yeah, I thought it was kind of goofy. Next up, we have not safe for work. There are some serious terms I have to lay down for this one, just so that everybody is safe and cool and on the same page. So the hashtag is hashtag Debonatrix. I really wanted to pitch one of the ones that you had as an idea, but I was too shy to say that to Mane-san, so I just went with the one that I had before. I was too nervous about it. I was like, I can't send this to Mane-san. What the heck? Also, I just think in general, I'd prefer something that's not too gross. I say gross, but you know, not too direct. So I just went with the one that I had before. So for not safe for work, this is any art that is really suggestive. If nipples are visible, it should go to Debonatrix. If more than nipples are visible, it needs to go to Debonatrix and nowhere else. That's the important part, okay? Nowhere else. It has to be contained within Debonatrix, because there are some really young people out there, and I wouldn't want them to be unwittingly exposed to something they might not need to see right now. You know what I mean? I can't say that I'll be looking. I won't confirm or anything like that, but I might get curious every now and then. Who knows? Yeah, please, if you make anything not safe for work, anything adult, anything lewd, anything sexual, please send it here for me and keep it there. Keep it quarantined very cleanly. Mind you, the things that I mentioned during 2.0 about shipping and stuff, those still apply here. So if it's not safe for work that involves other people, maybe avoid putting it there. I don't know. Just be mindful, be careful, okay? Don't make anybody upset. Okay. Next up, we have clips. This is the one that I mentioned that kind of overlaps with the live tag. This is hashtag Kflix, also one of the ones that I came up with. I just really like the similarity in my name, and I also just really liked it being really short. I think a shorter tag is usually better, because that gives you more room for your caption if you want to write a paragraph about everything you loved about that clip, you know what I mean? So this one is basically just used for posting any recordings that you've taken of a stream. And I did have I think I briefly mentioned this when we were figuring out the tags, but I'll say it again now. When it comes to this hashtag, I want to check it whenever I go out of my way to, like, I say out of my way, but whenever I am trying to work out a plan for a short upload, you know what I mean? Like to YouTube Shorts or potentially to Twitter.com as a edited clip. If there's anything you'd really love to see as an edited clip on my channel, what I would really, really appreciate you do, but you do not have to do, I won't ask you to do it, but I would appreciate it if when posting a clip to this tag, if you add a timestamp to the replies, that makes it so much easier for me. That will cut so much time from me needing to do that. I also just kind of get a little embarrassed watching my own streams. As much as I love it when I'm doing it, the moment I end stream and go back to like look at it, or when I see a clip, I'm just kind of like, who's this guy? Get a load of this guy. But you do not need to. You do not need to. I understand just posting it and then having that be done with it. I also understand the hassle of getting it. That's honestly why I appreciate it if people do. Yeah, just wanted to put that out there. So that's Kflix. For memes, this one was an idea that you suggested. It was hashtag KLixD, like XD. I like this one a lot because the D could stand for... Oh my god, I feel like I'm having a Doppio senpai moment. No, he wants me to just call him Doppio. I need to do better about that. But I want to be respectful. Yeah, the D could stand for Debonair, right? That's my last name. So it's like Kaelix D period, you know what I mean? But it's also XD, which is like a laughing emoticon. But yeah, I thought that one was cool. So this is for anything that you make that's meant to be very goofy, very silly. usually unrelated to clips, but it could be just a really super edited clip that's made into a meme. I don't think I have to explain memes to you. You know what a meme is by this point. You're like, what are you watching right now for you to not know what a meme is? So next up we have cosplay. I wanted to try and set one because I saw quite a few cosplays already. I say quite a few. I saw about 3, I think. They were very good, by the way. Very, very cool. It was really exciting to see, actually. So I wanted to set a designated cosplay tag. The one I came up with was hashtag #lookalike. I thought that was kind of a cute play because it has almost all the letters of my name in order. And that's basically what you are if you cosplay me, right? You're like a doppelganger to me. You're my lookalike. Yeah, if you ever want to make a cosplay, especially with the ref that dropped this morning, please feel free to send it here so that I know where to look for it, so that I can see it and appreciate it with my eyeballs. Next we have voice pack feedback. This is for whenever I participate in one of the monthly voice packs and you want to like talk about it, you could give me feedback directly, be like, Kaelix, this was not your best. No, please don't say that, I'll cry. But you could say, oh, I really loved this part, or oh, I loved it when you did this, because that tells me what I can do more of in the future. And it tells me like what performed well, right? Alternatively, you can also use this pack to encourage other people to check it out if they're not sure if they want to buy this one, because you know, they're like, I don't know if I want to get the Wild West voice pack. That's not really a theme that appeals to me. And then they check the tag and they see like, Cowboy Kaelix was crazy. That's another use case you could put this one into use for. So I hope that you can put use to this. It is hashtag KSMR. That is KAESMR. I thought it was a pretty good fun. Finally, the fan name is Debonair. Like debonair, like the name, but also heir, like heir to a throne or a dynasty. It's kind of regal sounding, right? I feel like I'm a bit of a clown, but you know, the designer puts me in some extravagant and regal fits. Just look at me. Look at all these jangling chains and ropes and diamonds. These are not diamonds. Yeah, I just felt like it was a good fit, and it was also the one I tried to count them, but I lost count after a while. But this was the name that I saw the most, both in the live chat and also on social media afterwards. Oh my gosh, my chat seems to have broken. Okay, there we go. Yeah, catch up. Yeah, that is the fan name. So you, from henceforward, moving forward, you are a debonair. Do you like that? I hope so, because there's no going back now. It's been locked in, locked and loaded. I've already seen as well, bouncing off of the name, I've seen some really cute designs for like a fan mascot. So I want to try to look into that in the future. Probably not, definitely not this week, right? Because I haven't scheduled it. Not next week either, because I haven't released the schedule, but next week is already figured out. And also probably not the week after that. But after that, I want to try to schedule a stream maybe where we can sit together and pull features from all the designs and combine them into one. I may set up like a hashtag for that so that you can give like explicit permission to use features from the design if you've made one, or if you want to make one. Yeah, I want to figure that out. And I want to make sure that it's organized so that there's no mistakes, so that like nothing is stolen, so that everybody gets some kind of input. So yeah, don't look forward to it immediately soon, but know that it's on my mind. Thus covers the tags. I hope you like these. If I find need of anything new in the future, I'll let you know, and I'll try to come up with a new one, or maybe take input on a new one. Alternatively, if you need anything other than this, I think I mentioned during the 2.0, I encourage you to, for shipping especially, make your own hashtags, and don't tell me about it. Don't ask me about it. I will not acknowledge it or confirm anything. Yeah, feel free to do that. Feel free to establish anything else aside from these, just not anything that serves the exact same function as these, if you don't mind. Yes! Sorry, I realize this might be a little boring, but I just wanted to make sure it was clear and that you had a chance to see it in writing like this. I've already gone ahead and updated my description, and also my description template. So every stream moving forward should have these as embedded links in the description. So if you're ever unsure or you forget one, feel free to check the description of whatever my most recent live stream is at the time, and it will automatically redirect you to the Twitter page for that hashtag. Okay, I'm gonna take a big sip of my tea, and then we're gonna start setting up Stardew. Normally I'd want to chat for even longer, but I honestly can take a really long time on character creation for these games, and I haven't figured out what I want my character to look like yet. I'll be opening the game for the first time, like as, you know, doing it for stream. It'll be for today. This is my first time opening it. I've just played it a ton off stream. I've never streamed this game before, I think. So, very excited. Very excited to figure out my hairstyle and my clothes. Perfume. Okay. Let me make sure the game is working on my screen over there. And then we will move on over. All right. You ready? Let's go. Oh yeah, I can unmute this now. Maybe we can do the same sound check as yesterday. I did actually have the time today to do a sound check because I had no tech issues this time. But if when the music starts playing, if it's too loud, you can let me know by the same system we followed for Breath of the Wild. So when the, what is the word I'm looking for? When the music starts playing, if it's too loud, send up arrow emojis. If it's really, really, wait, did I say too loud? I'm gonna start over. I'm kind of losing track because I just got a notification for something. So if it's way too quiet, send multiple up arrow emojis. If it's way too loud, send multiple down arrow emojis. If it's just a little bit, just send one. And if it's just right, you can send a check mark emoji. Now this screen is not a very good indication because it's just like little ambient noise. So let me go ahead and start a new save. Woo! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let me set this up. Okay. How's the volume? How's the volume? Is it just right? Is it too low? Is it too high? Just right? I'm seeing some checks. Let's go! Let's go. Oh, I love to win. I love to win. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Like I said, I did actually have time for a sound check today, so seeing majority check marks makes me happy. I am seeing a couple down arrows, so I'll lower it by half a decibel just to be safe. Okay. That should bring us to close to perfect if it's like that. Of course, the BGM could change, so if at any point, please don't be scared to let me know again. Okay. Let me go ahead and start. Actually, no, I'll do the name and stuff after the appearance. All right, you're gonna have to forgive me because this might be an arduous process. One of the things I love about video games in general is just any sort of character creation. I'm seeing more down arrows. Okay, here. I'll lower it even more. I'll lower it by a few decibels. We'll do like that. All right. Don't be scared to keep letting me know, by the way. Until it's like unanimous check marks, I wanna keep adjusting it. It's a little hard because these volumes, like the BGM can be very dynamic. Okay. More checks. Okay, a little up. We'll even it out right there. Ugh. Okay. Okay, yatta. Is that good? Okay, let's go. Thank you so much for your help. All right, we'll keep it here for now. All right, so my eyes, I feel like they look mostly blue, but I actually have a little bit of green in my eyes, so I'm gonna try to reflect that since I can only choose one color. I've got what did Uki Senpai call it? Heterophobia in my eyes. That's what he called it, right? So I'm gonna just try to mix the two colors together. I'll try to mix them together to make like a little turquoise color. That's what he called it, right? Like heterochromia is the actual word. Okay. And then for hair, we're gonna start at blue because I actually have frosty tips. I don't know if you can tell. I have frosty blue tips at the bottom. So we'll do a bluish purplish color and then we'll lighten from there. We may honestly just go all the way white, but a little blue might. We'll do like 3 points of blue because that's my favorite number. Hydrophobia in my eyes. Yeah, I'm so resistant to water. It's unreal. Sleek like the back of a duck. Okay, and then pants we'll figure out after the outfit. Honestly, when I play a lot of the time, I like to just use the default because it looks like a single pair of overalls. And I love overalls. I love overalls. All right, I'm a little pale, so we'll do that one. And then, let's see. I need like something close to a bowl cut, but not really. I think there is one of them in this. Unless he's added more since the last time I played, there could be a better fit. My hair is a little bit longer than a bowl cut, but I find that in video games, something like this is probably going to get us closest to what I actually have. But I wanna look at the rest. Ooh, I do like the look of a, like it could be like a haircut moment. Because this is kind of like AU Kaelix, you know what I mean? This is Farmer Kaelix. This is Valley Kaelix. Bald, what the heck? I grew my hair myself, I'll have you know. I'm very proud of it. Fun trivia actually about the design sheet that you got this morning. And if you haven't seen it, it's on Twitter, so feel free to check it out. But I think in the reference sheet, you can actually see my natural hair color a little bit more clearly than on my model. Because, you know, I actually happen to dye my hair. I dye my hair. I've been bleaching it since, I think, like, fresh out of high school. But my natural hair color is actually like an ash blonde color. You can see it in my eyebrows. I think a lot of people can pull off dyeing their eyebrows, but I don't think that's me. I don't think that I can pull off bleached eyebrows, so I just bleach my hair instead. I just do my hair, just the hair. And I've been keeping up with it ever since. All right, let's see. Yeah, fun trivia. Where was the one? All right, I'm gonna remember 65, and if we don't find one that we like more, I'll go back to it. Oh wait, I really don't think we found one that we like more. Because I think 65 might be the one. It'll be like an AU haircut. Unless? Nah. Yeah, we're gonna do 65 for sure, I think. The white eyebrows asset? Nah. I don't think I could pull it off. I've seen some really cool looking people though who bleach their eyebrows or would dye them to match their dyed hair. And I tried it once, but it was not my best look, I gotta say. There's a way to make this go... Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have set up my controller for this today. I don't think I have the time for that right now, so we're just gonna go mouse for today. You're just gonna have to deal with my clicking. I wanna see if I can find something in yellow or like that looks like my coat. Like this could be cute, but I don't know. I wanna see if I can find... just something that suits me, you know? But I especially love overalls. You know what I might do? I might do that one pair of overalls where it's a really pale blue with like this one. I think I'm gonna do this one. I think this is me. This is me. So now I have to, this is always the hard part. I kind of struggle with this, but I think a little bit more purple. And then a little bit more bright, maybe. A little more saturated. Is that good? Am I tweaking? Minion core? Don't do this to me. I basically am a minion though. I feel like that's what I'm like. I feel like that's what it's like to know me. I have like a... Oh my god, I can tell you about this. I've told, I don't know if the whole group was with me or if it was just Sable, because Sable's the only one whose reaction I remember to it, but I can tell you about Anga Speak, which is this conlang that I developed with my cousin when we were little. The idea, it's kind of like Pig Latin. It's not a real legitimate conlang. It's the kind where you just apply it to English. We were inspired by the Fred movie where they did something similar. The idea is that you add O-N-G, the letters O-N-G, like ong, to consonants, and then you pronounce vowels exactly as they are in the word. If any consonants combine to form like a new sound, like sh becoming sh, instead of saying song hong, you say shang. So for example, oh gosh, what's going on? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna explain that again in a minute. I need to fix this. This is gonna stress me out so bad. Alright, what's going on? Where are you? Work with me, girl. Oh, I think I fixed it. Okay, and then if I go to... Okay. Technical difficulties. Apologies for that. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Please hold. Am I back? Do I live? Okay. I have no idea what just happened. I've never experienced this before. Anyway, what was I talking about? Angerspeak. So. That's so ridiculous. You're so silly. You know, like that Judge Judy clip where she's like. Yeah, welcome back to the world living. I don't know. I was reminiscing. I was so taken aback by the memory of Angerspeak that I was just sitting there having flashbacks and I forgot where I was. You were listening to my internal monologue, but what was I saying? Anyway, Angerspeak. So you add ONG or ang to consonants. If the consonants combine a new sound like SH to sh, it's shang instead of sanghang. So for me to say share, it would be shangerang. Is how you would say that. Like hange, mangai, nangemang, isang, hange, langiksang. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see my vision? And it's very Fanganong to throw into the middle of a sentence. Because then you have to figure it out based on Kangon Tongekstang. Sometimes words are a little hard, especially when they have X's in them. Yeah, that's my little conlang. I don't remember what brought that up. I was so distracted with my memory. Are you a genius? No. I just find things like that fun. I find word games and similar stuff fun. Okay, here's the question. Do I give Farmer Kaelix little glasses? Do I give him the little blushing cheeks? I kind of like this, because it's like he's working out in the sun. But I don't know. He's just a sim. Letagirnada Fidasichi. Ipsiltorp Herbigun Herbs. No, I've played it never showed up on my presentation, I think, but I have played a deadly amount of The Sims. I have played honestly, this might be too canon to skip on the glasses. I think I might have to. Yeah, I might have to give him the little sunglasses. Yeah, no, I've played a lethal amount. I've played a lethal amount of The Sims, specifically The Sims 3, which is kind of goofy because this is really embarrassing to admit, but there's actually a difference between the way that they speak Simlish. We're going to be Debonair Farm. But yeah, between the games, they don't actually speak the Simlish the same way, the language in the game. For example, in The Sims 3, it kind of sounds like English if you don't speak English. It's very, like, a lot of sounds. Like Fergiga Nurbler. Letter Gearnai. Like Narby Farshbo. Freda J. Whereas in Sims 2, it's much more almost French sounding. They use a lot of like Juicy Foobidoo. That's what Sims 2 Simlish sounds like to me. But I didn't play as much of The Sims 2, so I can't recall it as easily. Bro is not fluent. Okay. Favorite thing. I remember when you play Stardew, the favorite thing becomes what star drops taste like. So I will say it is cheesecake. Because I'd like the star drops to taste like cheesecake. As for animal preference. Oh, wait, the dogs look so cute now. There are so many more than there used to be. What the heck? I'm trying to decide. I think I might go with this cat because it kind of resembles my real cat, and also it has a little collar, which makes me happy. I think cats should have collars if they're your cat. Are you a dog or cat person? I like both, but when it comes to keeping my own, I prefer to have a cat. Just because when it comes to dogs, I feel like the energy can be a little bit too high for me. But I'd love to visit a dog. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love having a friend with a dog, but I don't love living with a dog as much. Unless it's a really old dog who just wants to nap and behave like a cat would. I find that I'm a bit of a workaholic sometimes. Not even just related to, like, stream stuff, you know. I just love to lock in on my own stuff, and I love to have my own space and privacy in my home. And the whole idea of a dog is that they're all up in your business. I think it might just be incompatible because that's kind of how I am. I'm up in everybody else's business. How old is your kitty? I had one for the longest time, about 3 years. It was an orange cat, but my sister took it with her. Sister took him off with her. But we have a new one now. She's a baby. We've had her for a couple months now. I call her Tortoise. Call her Tortoise. I like to give them silly names. Which farm should we do? Which farm should we do? I feel like standard is usually the go-to because it gives you the most space to work with. And I really like designing, but also I love the limitations and restrictions of some of the other ones. Like, I feel like you're forced to get more creative if you play with, say, like the forest farm. And I also find that I use a lot of hardwood because I like the hardwood fences. And there's like a whole reserve of hardwood on the forest farm, so you don't have to go as far to get it. I do love the forest farm. It's also like decidedly the most cottagecore of all the farms. Standard for first stream, that might be the move. That really might be the move. Meadowland, which one is that? Oh, that's the new one. Okay. I have a confession that may disappoint you. When I play farming sims, I am not in it for the animals. I'm really not. Those are honestly the last things I get. I'm so late to get animals in every farming sim ever. Because for me, what I like about farm sims is the farms. I like the plants. I love to cultivate a little crop of vegetables and then just have the repetitive task of watering those vegetables every day and giving little gifts to the NPCs. That's what a farm sim is for me. So I feel like the Meadowlands one might be a debuff because it's kind of harder to farm on this one. This one is for people that really love the animals, but not so much the farming. It's like the opposite. So I'm thinking either standard or forest. Standard would be really good for like first one, but also this is my solo Stardew, right? Because I really want to push for like a collab farm someday. I'd really love one with By the Beat, but I don't know if I'm gonna make that happen or not. But for a collab one, you know, either standard or Four Corners would be really good, you know? Because then you get more space. For Forest Farm, it gives me the vibes of like, this is my little farm in the woods, my cottagecore witchy moment. You know what I mean? the E-enchanted at home. Have you seen Fields of Mystria? Yes, I have. Yes, I absolutely have, and I've been obsessed with it. I say been obsessed with it. I followed it for a really long time while it was still in development before it entered public beta. And then I played it. I'm gonna guarantee 1 year completable. I played it for the like up to the end of spring. Up to the end of spring year 1 when it entered public beta, and I was obsessed with it. And I liked it a little too much, so I decided I would stop playing it until way later. I really want to wait until the game is totally finished to play it again. But I might not be able to resist the temptation if, for example, they drop an update that has like, say, marriage if they don't have it already. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to be finished personally, but you will see it someday. You will see it someday. I don't think I have to touch any of these other ones. Yeah, I think this is fine. I just want to make sure that I can get those red cabbage seeds. I think those are the ones that usually cause problems. All right, let's look over everything, make sure everything's good. Looking sharp, Debonair. Waiting till marriage, literally. Who's your fave NPC in Stardew? It's tough. It's really tough. I like a different one every time I play. We'll get into that as we meet them, I think. I'll talk about what I like and dislike about all of them. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have this sealed envelope. This theme makes me so emo. What's he pinching for? No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. Like he's about to croak, isn't he? There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. Is that too haggard? And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my boy, you will be ready for this gift. Now, let Grandpa rest. Forever. Rip Grandpa got sent back to spawn. This is a little too nostalgic. I may have never worked a cubicle, but I know what this feels like in my own way. Terminated. Ah, this cowboy. It's kind of crazy. Look at what he's doing to get this work done. Ugh. It's kind of grim. Yeah. I don't think I'm built for that. I don't think I could manage this either. Poor farmer Kaelix. Alright, what's in here? Should I be reading this in his voice?
Dear Kaelix, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Debonair Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya?
And then he turns into sawdust. Ah, poor grandpa. No, maybe not poor grandpa. He lived a good life, right? Hope you'll forgive me, because there's a lot of charming characters in this that I have to give unique voices to. Hope it's not too goofy of me. I feel like I may need to rescale the window. Because I feel like it might be cutting things off. I didn't think to do that because it looked fine on the loading screen when I set it up. If it causes serious problems, I'll darken the screen and set it up, and then it'll be fixed. I think it should be fine once we start actually playing the game, because then I can just downscale the UI. Oh my god, look, it just covers the whole screen. Okay, right away, I think I need to do this now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna darken this. Sorry for the tech issues today. You know me, I'm not the I'm not the savviest when it comes to this stuff. So let me fix this for you. Hold on. If I make this bigger, oh wait, okay, I may have messed this up irredeemably. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna let me do this. We're just gonna resume to the way it was, and then I'll try to fix it with the UI instead. Like I was originally thinking. Okay. I may have just made this worse. Okay, here. We'll figure it out. Big subtitle so I can read easy. Okay. I'd like it to take up less of the screen though, so I'll figure it out. If not this stream, it'll be perfect for the next stream because I'll have a save that I can open up. I didn't do it today because I didn't want to make a save beforehand. I wanted to go in totally fresh because it's been a while since I played this.
Hello, you must be Kaelix. Hi, I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's right there now. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival.
Tidying things up? Is it a mess?
The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me.
Alright. What kind of voice would Lewis... This place is a dump! With a capital D and a capital P. Dump.
This is Debonair Farm.
Whoa! What? This is a scam.
You are a scammer. Filet mignon. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time.
I think it's gonna take a lot of dedication, actually.
And here we are, your new home.
Can I downscale this to take up... Can I center it? Okay. Ah, the new farmer. I think it's gonna be like that. Because he's the mayor. He's gotta have a little charm. He can't sound like he's on his, on his last breaths like the grandpa, even though they're probably around the same age. He's gotta sound more charismatic. He's gotta have a little pizzazz to it. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. Everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house. Very rustic. That doesn't sound like a compliment. Rustic sounds like you're rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Rude? I love when they have the little dialogue that pops up over their heads. Don't listen to her, Kaelix. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. This diva. Who's this diva? Damn, okay, Robin, right? Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Let's go! Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box right here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Oh my god, I think that's the end of the tutorial. Undertale? Sorry. What's all this? What happened to my chicken? My rooster. That I don't actually have. Yippee! Alright. Let's see if I can remember the controls. Yatar! You receive 15 parsnip seeds. I almost said 15 parsnip seeds. 15 parsnip... I almost cut to the ending screen there. I don't know if I can live that down. Humiliating. Illiterate! Here's a little something to get you started, Mayor Lewis. Okay. Every day we gotta check the TV. We gotta make sure we know whether it's gonna rain or not tomorrow. We gotta know... Oh, we don't need to know our daily fortune, but if we're ever in the mood to mine, we should check our daily fortune. And we need to know if there are any cool recipes, but this is living off the land, so I think I'm gonna ignore it. Welcome to Kozu 5, your #1 source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. All right. I think it's always a sunny day on the second day, but I don't know if that's true. That might be lies. That might be scam. All right. Let's clean up at least the front of the house. We need some clean real estate for crops, for my snips. And then when does Pierre's open? Does he open at 8 or 9? I can't remember off the top of my head. But I'd like to go to him and buy more parsnips so that I have a nicer number than 15. I like to make a bigger square of them. 9? Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Thank you for reminding me. I will say, it's been a long time since I've played this game, but I have spent cumulatively so many hours. I can't even estimate it for you. I think it genuinely is 4 digits of hours. I don't even know where in the 4-digit range it is, but I know that I've played honestly a poisonous amount of this game. I love it very, very much. Very, very easy to get into it. Farm! Hi, Oki senpai. I mentioned you just a moment ago. It's like I summoned you. I say just a moment ago. It was a little while ago. Yeah, I'm very excited. I love farm sims a lot. And I haven't had the free time to play them like I like to lately, so I'm happy to pick one up again. I got a bunch of recommendations actually from Maririm senpai not too long ago, so I'm looking to try some of those in the future as well. Okay. Let's clean these up, and then I think we'll be ready to go buy some new snips. But before we do that, we should actually figure out exactly how many we're going to need. So let's do some quick math. We're going to start it right here. 2, 3, 6, and then 9. And then, let's see, which way should we go? Actually, you know what? That's not facts. We're gonna. Actually, I might need to conserve my energy. I might not need to. It might not be the move to cover all of these right away, but we're gonna do it right here. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. We'll start with 20. So we're gonna have to go and buy 5 more if I'm doing my math right. I just want to have a little bit more than 15 because it means I get more money to buy the other seeds later. Mouse and keys Stardew is so tedious. Yeah, I think I'm gonna set up my controller the next time that we play this. I was planning to set up my game. It's a GameCube style Pro controller for the Switch that I use for PC gaming. I was planning to set it up, but I forgot. I got too invested. Vox Senpai messaged me not too long ago to talk about monkeys, and I got too invested in the conversation. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, but that's on me. 4, 5. Okay, and we have more, so we could technically. So that cost us 100. So if we, we're just gonna stick with the 20 so that we can have the time to explore and say hi to everybody. Stardew looks so confusing. It might be at first, but I promise it's really simple. And it's also one of those kind of. It's not technically open world as far as the category, like the genre of game that is open world actually is open world, but like it's an open play style. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to do anything. You could open the game and just walk around and do nothing if you wanted to, and it doesn't penalize you or anything for that. Should I try to make? Can I even make? Oh, okay, I was gonna talk about fertilizer, but I don't think that's a day 1 concern. I usually would want these to have like they need to have the little black sparkles to show that they're gonna yield more profit. Fun trivia about me though. I mentioned that I love the repetitive task of just farming rather than taking care of animals and stuff. I actually, if there was more time in an in-game day, and if there was more energy in your energy bar, I don't think I'd ever upgrade my watering can. I know that it's very convenient to upgrade it so that you can water more tiles at once. But I only upgrade it because I want to have a farm large enough that it covers most of the map. And by the time I get to that point, I'm not really able to, I'm not really able to get through the day watering everything. I'm also very particular. I don't really like to use sprinklers in these games. I love the monotony. I find it relaxing to water everything myself. Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Goku? All right, let's see who I missed in here.
Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie.
Nice to meet you, Marnie.
Oh, that's right. I heard someone new is moving onto that old farm. It's kind of a shame, really. I always enjoyed exploring those overgrown fields by myself.
Girl, you got a problem? You got some beef with me? Hey, it's Mr. Kaelix, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. A little agriculture could really inject new life into the local economy. I wonder... Caroline! That's her name, right? Yeah, I remember.
Hello, you must be Kaelix, the new farmer. I'm Caroline.
Or is it Carolyn? What do you think? Caroline, like line app, or Carolyn, like linen cloth?
My husband runs the general store here. And have you met my daughter, Abigail? She's the pale one with the purple hair.
Get out of my way! Caroline? Line app? Caroline? That's what I think. I think it's Caroline. But I've met, or I guess not met, but I've known of a person named Carolyn. Makes me think of Portal. God, I love Gladys. Abigail is a trespasser. Yeah, right? Have the nerve to admit this and then complain to me about the fact that you're not allowed to trespass? How dare you?
Hello, it's nice to meet you. You picked a good time to move here. The spring is lovely.
I love Leia. Lee. There are so many names in this game that are like ambiguous to pronounce and there's no voice acting, so you can't really tell.
Why, hello and welcome to our little community, dear. You can call me Granny if you like.
I love her, Miss Evelyn Tucci. Who else can we meet today? Who else can we find? Actually, I think Alex is probably in that general area too. He usually stands outside gawking at women and throwing a football around. Unless he hasn't left yet. Is he inside? Oh, there's my favorite old man.
It's irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh? Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off.
I love George. I love the Molnars in general. What was that? Must have been the wind. Evelyn Tucci mentioned, you recognize that reference? I threw that out and immediately regretted it. I didn't think a single person would know what that meant. I'm obsessed with Dropout TV. Now that it's out there. Yeah, I love Dropout TV. Oh my god, I'm floored. I did not think a single person would catch that. Paternal grandmother, hardworking woman. You know, really cherished the things that she had the money for. Worked really, really hard. Evelyn Tucci. Emily's the really spiritual one, right? She likes rocks and stuff.
Oh, I can read it on your face. You're going to love it here in Pelican Town. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work.
I give her a really breathy voice, I think. I think that suits her. Where's Miss Haley? Where's my girl Haley? I love her. She might honestly be the choice for this run just because she likes photography. And I used to be a model. Wink. You see the vision? So I don't know if I'll marry anybody, honestly. I only marry the characters half of the time when I play this game. I just like to befriend everybody. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Might be by the fountain. Oh yeah, she does hang out by the fountain. I remember that. I've never been able to memorize their day-to-day schedule. There's Mr... Don't tell me. Vincent. Yes. Okay.
Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent. Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem okay.
I cannot do young voices. Like young voices. Kind of flop. Oopsie.
Oh, you aren't exactly how I imagined, but that's okay. I'm Jody.
I love Jody. I love Jody so much. She's one of my favorite NPCs in this game.
It's a quiet little town, so it's very exciting when someone new moves in. Having a farmer could really change things. Kachan, don't hit me with this. Don't hit me with this. Los Angeles! I can't believe we made it! Real life girls!
I think about that video all the time. That video left a lasting impression on me. Stays with me forever. Can I go in here? It's locked. Ah, boring.
Real life girls!
All right, let's see if I can meet anybody in Robin's household right now. Mr. Demetrius, are you available for me? I love Demetrius. That's my goat. Not gonna lie, he ate. Where's my man Demetrius? Is he down by the river right now? I probably can't see Sebastian because he's like antisocial and you have to catch him on his smoke breaks. This man. Annoying. Hello, Miss Robin.
Have you met everyone in town yet? That sounds exhausting.
Nope. I don't know if I will this day. I think I'm gonna have to wait a couple days. He's such a bad father though, Demetrius. I think he's definitely a bad father. I think he just doesn't know any better. I think he means well, honestly. It's one of those tragic situations where it's like you resent him for it. You can't excuse it, but you can explain it, you know? It's such a pity. I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? I'm sorry. What's your problem? I'm just being friendly. My Shayla. I don't think I have a single reason to step foot in this place, but Oh wait, I already met Sam, and I don't think Sam even works today. He's a good father to Maru, but not Sebastian. Yeah, that's a cliche, isn't it? Like when it's your own, and I say in quotation marks, right? I don't agree with that, but when it's your own kid, it's easier for some people. Like your biological child. But if it's like an adopted child or like a child from another marriage, yeah, people can be weird about that. Demetrius, you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. I just like him because of the little episodes he has where he's just, because you know he's a smart guy, he's a scientist, but he's so stripped of common sense. Like they have this disagreement at one point about whether a tomato is a vegetable or a fruit, and I really like that. I don't know. Where's Mr. Willie? Oh wait, I don't think I got a letter from him yet.
Gone fishing. I'll be back tomorrow.
Maybe I should make him like a pirate, right?
Gone fishing.
Just notice your earring physics. Yeah, laws of physics, baby. Makes them move around. That's gravity for you. All right, I wonder... Is anybody in the saloon for me? There's Gus. And Pam! My girl Pam, who needs to treat Miss Penny better. But I love Pam anyway.
Hey, kid. The name's Pam. Nothing like a sip of the good stuff to warm these old bones.
Okay, you're just gonna keep saying that over and over again.
Well, hello there.
I think you'd have a gusto, like a burlier voice.
Hello there, I'm Gus, the chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon.
Oh wait, he said, welcome to the Stardrop Saloon.
Welcome to the Stardrop Saloon. Can I get you anything?
Will Shane have anything nice to say to me? Probably not, because I'm not going to buy him a bunch of beers or pizza right now. I'm not balling, I fear. All right, I guess they won't come over till is it Friday or Saturday? Or is it even Thursday that everybody comes over and hang? Cliff! This poor socially awkward man.
I'm Clint.
I think he'd be very low, monotonous, soft-spoken.
I'm the town blacksmith. If you ever need to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy.
Like the kind of voice that you almost miss. You know, you just don't hear it. It blends into the background. I kind of feel bad. I feel bad for Clint. Clench's fish. I know. That's one of the things I really like about Stardew, though. It's kind of unique in that sense, in that I find that with a lot of games that have any dating sim element to it, all the characters are almost unrealistically unlikable in some way, and like unrealistically perfect. Like when they have flaws, it's usually marketable, if that makes sense. So one of the things that I really like about Stardew is that the characters in this game remind me of people that I've known in real life, including the characters that are honestly really appealing to most people. They have like serious flaws that are present in real people in the real world. Like I think Sebastian is honestly the housewife of choice for most people. I think he's probably the most popular. But you know, he's crazy antisocial and kind of rude. Or like I'm trying to think. Even characters that themselves aren't very flawed, they have like baggage of some kind. Like Leia or Leah or Lee. I think I'm just gonna commit to Leia, because that's how I read it in my head. I feel like she doesn't really have any personal flaws, but she's got the baggage of a previous relationship that comes up, and that's also very real. All right, I figure that's enough for today, so we're gonna move to tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just very even if these characters do things that might not be all good, right? Even if they're not perfect people, I like that they're not perfect people. I see the charm in that. Especially in the context of it being a video game where you can date a lot of these characters. What's the weather tomorrow? It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. We take those. We love rainy days. What's my fortune today? I might go mining if I meet everybody. Good humor today, extra luck. Actually, does luck impact mining in the caves, or is it specifically in the Skull Cavern where that becomes important? I don't know if it's both.
Hello there, I just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you.
Willie. Oh my god, Wilson? Wilson senpai? I got a letter from Willy Senpai. Yeah, it's also kind of nostalgic because the town of Stardew really reminds me of the town that I grew up in a lot of ways. So I also find that refreshing. It's kind of like I see my childhood in a lot of this. Canon age in this game. I don't know if Willy in the game has a canon age, but I think he's in his like gruff 40s or 50s. Now you have to give Willy Wilson's voice. I don't know if I can do Wilson's voice. I don't even know if I want to try. I'm kind of scared. I've never tried before. Do a French voice for Willy? I don't think he has a very strong French accent. I wonder. Wilson's age? Is Wilson Senpai canonically in his 40s, 50s now? Alright, let's see. Let's see what I can do. I'll try, but I don't know if I can do it. I've never practiced this one. How would he say this? Okay, here we go. How would he say this? He'd say, ahoy there, son. That's not right. That's not him. I can't do it. Heard there was a newcomer. I don't know. It's just, he has like, things that I notice about his voice. It's kind of, he speaks slowly, which is very easy to understand. And he has a gradual rise and fall, if that makes sense. And he also really enunciates his consonants. Heard there was a newcomer. I feel like I don't know. I heard there was no. It's not gonna happen. I surrender. I'm throwing in the towel. Basically a typical, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I'm just doing a Canadian accent. I feel like Chris McLean, you know what I mean? Good morning, campers. Like, that's what I feel like. I can't do it. I'm so bad at accents specifically. That's what I need a lot more practice in.
Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet ya. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish.
Total drama mention, yeah. Is that hyperpigmentation? It's nice. It is fantastic.
Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while.
Da-ba-da-ba-da. Yathar. You received a bamboo pole.
There's good water here in the valley, and all kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch.
Where were you during senior photos?
If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway.
Your old pappy, huh?
Oh. Does that count as meeting him? I should talk anyway.
Ahoy there! It's nice to see young folk moving into the valley. It's not very common these days.
Yeah, I know. Anything else? Okay.
Let's go fishing.
Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Is that still water? Like still water? Like water that's not moving? I don't think it is.
Just standing like... Lock in. Sorry I say that often. Whenever we first started like video calling together, me and the boys, me and Zeal had this running joke where we'd be like, lock in. Lock in. Like the other person would say lock in and you had to stop smiling. And I think about that a lot. I think he referenced that actually in one of his shorts. All right. Did I water these? I think I did because my can is empty and that was like 2 days worth of water. So let's see if we can catch the people that we missed yesterday. I need Haley, I need to catch Elliot. I always forget when Elliot shows up. Because Elliot is one of those where he's similar to Sebastian. He's isolated. He stays in his little cabin and he hates the world and he writes nothing for nobody. And then he leaves his house for about 2 seconds and you miss him. Stardew Kaelix is too cool for us. Lock in. I love Elliot. I do like Elliot though. I think especially when you start to get to know him more, he's such like a... It's kind of charming because he's very eloquent, but he's also very pathetic. And I love pathetic characters very much. I'm very drawn to it. He writes for me only if you encourage him to. That's what I mean. I'm talking about in this early stage of the game when you haven't met him yet, right? He's just sitting at home writing for nobody. He's so poetic. It is really cute. He has some cute events, especially if you romance him. I haven't experienced them myself because he's not one of my favorites, but I love him as like a friend NPC. He loves pathetic men. Well, no, I don't think I do actually. I think when it comes to like romantic interest in anyone, I like the opposite personally because I think I'm pathetic. I think I need something to counteract it. You know what I mean? I think I'm the pathetic man in question. Might as well say hi while we're here.
I'm not in a good mood right now.
Why not? Why not, Queen? What's your problem?
I said I'm not in a good mood. What do you want?
I'm trying to console you, girl, and you're yelling at me. What's that about?
I've seen wild horseradish in the forest. Foraging can be a fun way to earn some cash, or you can use what you find as gifts for food.
Or gifts or food. All right, let's see.
My husband Kent is a soldier, working overseas. That's why he's not here at home right now. I know he'll come back safe once his tour is over. Need something?
And she's got the other breathy voice, right?
I work part-time at Gus's saloon. It pays the bills.
I wonder what she spends her money on. Probably just a bunch of rocks.
Hey, if you need...
No, wait, I was doing Emily.
If you need any materials or blueprints, my shop is the place you're looking for. Plus, your business supports the local economy.
I love Robin. Who else have I not met? Is Alex outside right now? Hello again, Marnie.
My nephew Shane has been staying at my place the last few months. He helps me out with the chickens, so I'm not complaining.
I like Marnie. There he is. You gonna be weird? You gonna be weird about women? Man? Oh, hey. So you're the new guy, huh? Cool. I'll see you around. That was a relatively normal interaction. All right, let's see. Who am I missing? All right. Oh, I know where to find Miss Maru. Because the sprites update depending on where they are or what season it is, which means that she's on the clock right now. Which means I can also meet Harvey. I love Harvey. Unless, yeah, he's back there, I think. Hello, ma'am.
Oh, aren't you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
That is so sweet. Everyone's been so rude to me. I love you, girl. You're so great. You're so kind to me. You want to hang out? You want to go get sandwiches or something? I don't...
You know, with a small town like this, a new face can really alter the community dynamic. It's exciting.
You are so nice to me.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. I perform regular checkups and medical procedures for all the residents of Pelican Town.
Actually, no, I feel like he'd have a brighter voice. I think he'd be kind of like,
I perform regular checkups and medical procedures.
like he'd be kind of nasal, right? Because he's Nurge. He's actually. Yeah, no, this is a goat. This is a goat right here. Harvey, top 3, probably. Top 4 at least.
I perform regular checkups and medical procedures for all the residents of Pelican Town. It's rewarding work. I hope you'll find your own work equally rewarding in time.
He's so nice. These people are so nice. Does getting through medical school just make you a nice person? Is that why everybody else is so mean? Because they didn't get through medical school?
actually.
Harvey's room in the house kind of ugly though. That is so real. I'm gonna be so honest. That is what determines the one that I get if I ever do get one. Half the time. For example, of all of the available bachelors and bachelorettes and people that you can woo, it's not even the same thing. But my favorite is actually Krobus. But I will never do it because his room is butt ugly. It is terrible. Like, it is devastatingly bad. I can't do it.
Where's Miss Penny? Where's my girl Penny? She's another one of my favorites.
Penny is one of my favorites if I ever am interested in making a family in the game. Just because I feel like Penny would be the best mother. Or like the best parent of all of the characters in the game. Don't do my guy dirty. Have you seen his room? Take a look at his room and get back to me. Elliot does have a pretty nice room. Hello, Gunther. I know that I'm not supposed to meet you, or that I don't have to, but I'm going to anyway. Love your gloves.
Hello there. Welcome to the Stardew Valley Archaeological Office. This is embarrassing, but the previous curator made off with the entire collection. We don't have any artifacts for display.
That is a shame.
But I'm hoping to remedy that soon. Hey, if you find any artifacts or minerals out there, would you let me know?
Of course. When will we be able to romance Gunther? I'm saying, like, where is it? You cannot woo Gunther. You can't even befriend Gunther. He doesn't have, like, he does not have a social meter. He's not there. He doesn't exist. It's the same with, what's his name? The leader of the Adventurers Guild. You can't befriend him either. Both of them are just kind of like secret NPCs, but they're not secret. They're just like true NPCs, you know? All right, I need to find Penny. I know where to find Jazz, I think. And if I find Penny, I'll find Jazz, and usually also Vincent. I'll meet the wizard after the community center is open. Sebastian, I'll have to catch him when he's smoking randomly. Linus is usually in the same general area, so we should go for him. Unless Elliot is coming out right now. Or can you go to into his cabin before befriending him? Only Elliot's Sorry. Sorry, I got mad. In the museum? Okay. Thank you so much. I literally just missed her. I just barely missed her. Seb is 6 p.m. There they are. You see what I'm saying? If I catch one, I'll usually catch all of them.
Hi.
Good on you. Don't talk to strangers.
Oh, hello. I'm Penny.
Hi, Penny. Bye, Penny. Elliot and Sebastian, the kings of being antisocial early game. I'm saying, like, they need to expand their social horizons. They need to broaden it. Gatekeeper doesn't like the other gatekeepers. Listen, I think it's cool when I do it. It's only 2 hearts to break into people's homes. That's true. That's true. So honestly, I may want to start figuring out gifts to give people other than just weeds and rocks, which will actually make them dislike me. All right, let's see. Maybe I can catch Demetrius and Sebastian on my way to Linus. Broaden their horizons. It's like telling sad people to just be happy. Hello, Demetrius. Greetings. I'm Demetrius, the local scientist and father. Thanks for introducing yourself. I'm studying the local plants and animals from my home laboratory. Have you met my daughter Maru? She's interested to meet you. Nice to meet you, sir. Got you this pretty rock. See, I think if someone gave me a rock, I'd be really happy about that. That's actually something I used to ask for. This might be really weird, but what's that all about now? This might sound really weird, but whenever I would have I've entered a couple of pen pal relationships in the past, where we'll just exchange letters back and forth every several months, because I really enjoy writing and receiving letters. And whenever I have my first letter with an online friend, I'll ask them to collect a pebble from around their house. Like if they have like a gravel road or a garden with rocks in it, I'll ask them to collect a pebble for me and to send it along in their envelope, something small. And I have a collection of about 4 or 5 pebbles. You collect them for the shape or the color, though. I don't really collect rocks myself. Like, I do appreciate a good-looking rock, but yeah, I don't go out of my way to collect them. But I do think I prefer the shape over the color. I love when a pebble is really, really smooth and I can roll it around in my hand, you know?
A stranger? Hello. Don't mind me. I just live out here alone.
All right, I don't mind you. What's all this? What's all this? Rock slides everywhere, huh? Favorite villagers are Maru and Elliot. They're pretty good. Audio is cutting, but it might be YouTube. Is it? Oh, no. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I think I know how to fix this. Let me go here. Okay, is it still flicking? Thank you for letting me know. Good now? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry for the issue. All right. Let's see. Where else should I go today? I guess it would be the most cost-effective or time-effective to just fish until sundown. So let's do that. You got anything to say? No? Okay. Good now? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, if anything like that happens, point it out to me immediately, please, because I will not hear it. Oh my god! It's like catching Bigfoot!
Ah, the new farmer we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in the little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Alright. Mid-maxing day 2, love to see it. Yeah. Any thoughts on Sam? I like Sam. I feel like Sam, I don't feel very good about romancing Sam because I feel like he's fresh out of high school. That's the vibe I get from him. I get a fresh out of high school vibe from him specifically. But I love Sam as a character.
By the beach. By the beach.
Yeah, he has a really appealing personality to me. All right, let's see. Okay, thank goodness that didn't sink into the water. No! I littered! I was gonna make a chest. I can't even make a chest. All right, I lied. We're not fishing. Fishing is not the meta today. Yeah, I love Sam as a character. Just not a very appealing romance option to me. The vibe is the opposite of what I like. When it comes to like romancing fictional characters. I like when characters are a bit more hinged in some way. I'm drawn to the opposite of me, you know? I feel like that he's that very disassembled, messy kind of guy. And that's me. All right.
By the beach.
All right. And I'm not saying this as an insult. I'm not saying this as an insult or like talking down to myself or anything like that. I think there's actually some appeal to being kind of sloppy or like messy. But yeah, so when it comes to fictional characters, I'm drawn to the ones that are very put together. Or at least remotely put together.
Guys, by the beach.
Endearing sometimes, right? I feel like if you don't regulate it enough, it can become really annoying to live with or deal with. Who's sloppy? Nobody. All right, let's make a chest, and then we'll just put the sap on the ground for now. And we'll put the chest. We'll put the chest here for now. Yeah, we'll put it right here. And we're gonna put our wood, our clay. Yeah, we're gonna put our muscle in here too. We'll separate these into different chests later on.
Guys,
he's behind me, isn't he? But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I'm so excited to get more vegetables. Parsnips take like 3 or 4 in-game days, right? Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 4. Day 4, maybe even 5 if it's unfertilized. Because I usually will use the fertilizer that makes it higher quality and also makes it grow a little faster. I like Sebastian because he has a stable plan for his future. Wants to do silly game dev stuff. I see. I see. That's true, isn't it? I forgot about that. I forget about that sometimes. He's one of the ones that I just befriend. I just like to be friends with him. I like to be friends with most of them. All right, today it's raining, so we definitely have to go mining. But what's the luck like? Very happy. Excellent day for mining. Let's go gambling. What's this about? Advertisement. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. Wait, stream's cutting. Oh no. Am I dying? Am I dying? Am I alive? Am I with you? We're back? Okay, thank goodness. Thank you for telling me. Oh no, that's not good. Frozen forever. Okay, you may need to refresh. Let me pin that for a bit. Okay. You're back? Okay. Thank you so much. I need to make a habit of pausing whenever this happens. We back? Okay! Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. Honestly, unavoidable sometimes for me. I plan to upgrade my internet as much as I can in the future, but I'm scraping bare minimum right now with both my Wi-Fi and my hardware as well. I want to upgrade my PC soon enough as well. I'm thinking like a month or two down the line, I'll upgrade. Got redirected to Zeal's stream. Oh, I see. Yeah, I set it up as a raid early just in case. Cause I like to set up raids if I notice that a stream is gonna happen. So I thought if he streams longer than me and I forget to set up a raid, I could go there. I still can't go mining. Wait, if it's working for some people but not everybody, could this be a YouTube issue? Because I never got the big red square. Are you streaming on Wi-Fi? No, but I still need Wi-Fi. Yeah, no, I'm streaming on a cable. I'm streaming on a wired connection. Yeah, I think this might be YouTube. Because otherwise, everybody would be suffering. And I also would have gotten a big red flashing light on my screen. And everything's fine on my end. So it could be, yeah, it seems like it's a regional YouTube issue. Aw, man. That really sucks, actually. That's like the worst kind. Because there's nothing I can do about it. What can you do? Nothing. This weather makes me thirsty. For water, I hope, right? Ah, Shane. He's kind of like the embodiment of what I was getting at earlier, though. When I was talking about how the characters in this game really appeal to me because they're very nuanced and human. Oh, wait. I should probably add a little note here for the YouTube thing, actually. Okay. If you're experiencing issues, it is probably on YouTube's end. Okay. Replace pinned message. Alright. Yeah, I just think that like having things like addiction even be discussed in a game like this, it's just really charming to me. That's one of the things I like about this game. It's one of the things that stand out about it among other farming sims. I know that I'm trying to remember. I think it was Friends of Mineral Town was the main inspiration for this game. And Friends of Mineral Town is a really, really good Harvest Moon game. But, you know, even in Harvest Moon Story of Seasons, which I love, the characters fall into that category that I mentioned of, like, everybody is super appealing and perfect, and when they have flaws, they're marketable flaws. So I'm very, very drawn to it. I love Friends of Mineral Town. Yeah, right? It's very, very nostalgic. I love that one. I think my favorites are... I actually like a lot of the 3D ones. I love... Magical Melody was my very first. I loved it a lot. I played it retroactively, I think. Because at one point I got really into Farmville. I got really, really into Farmville on Facebook. And my parents noticed how much I liked it. So they saw that. They went to like a game store and they saw something similar to Farmville and they got it for baby Kaelix. And he really, really liked it. So I got really sucked into Magical Melody and I really missed that the most. Like I think about the characters from that one and like some of the gameplay restrictions. But it was so strict and evil sometimes. When I was a baby, I didn't understand how it worked, but like, for example, a lot of the residents of the town in Magical Melody were not permanent residents. They would move in if you sold enough stuff. Like for example, there's one character who moves in based on how much cheese or milk you sell, right? But if you stop selling that much and you don't sell enough in a season, they just move away. They just leave. They pack and they pack and they go, and they don't come back until you sell enough. It's so it's kind of crazy. Oh my god, I leveled up in fishing. That's what that little notification in the corner means. But yeah, so like, I would be obsessed with a character, but I'd just be bawling because I was a baby. And then they'd leave, and I'd cry and eat the couch over it. You know what I mean? And I would never figure out how to bring them back because I didn't understand it. Then by the time I played Animal Parade / Tree of Tranquility, I played both of them, but I really fixated on Animal Parade. I was a bit better at it. I got really, really into Animal Parade. Something I really hope for the future of Stardew, or maybe for the final form of Fields of Mystria, is for them to implement a feature similar to what they had in Animal Parade. My favorite thing about Animal Parade is that it played into my playstyle, which is to just befriend everybody instead of getting married. I like to befriend everybody, and in Animal Parade, if you befriend all of the bachelors and bachelorettes, they actually marry each other and start families of their own. So you get to have new NPCs, because they have kids, and then the kids grow up. Well, they don't grow all the way up, but, you know, they reach, like, primary school age, I think. And it's really, really cute, and I would love to see that. Especially, like, for example, in the case of Stardew, they kind of have... It's not really canon or anything, but they have implied couples among all the other characters. A couple of them are confirmed, just in dialogue. For example, I think Haley and Alex have a thing. Or Penny and Sam have a thing. I would really, really love to see that taken further, you know? Yeah, I always thought that was really cute about Animal Parade. Though honestly, I disagree with some of the matchings. I think some of them would be better mixed up. Gotta shuffle it up a little bit. Alright, come on. No whammies! Da-ba-da-ba-da. Do I want to scrap 19 wood? Yeah. I can get 19 wood easy. Never do that anymore. Seen in the Friends of Mineral Town remake. Oh, they did that? They did that in the remake? I didn't know that. I haven't played any of the more recent ones, but I really want to. I've been really curious about the Wonderful Life remake and whether that holds up to the original, because I also loved A Wonderful Life. A Wonderful Life is a really weird Harvest Moon game, though, if you're used to, like, the other ones. Because in A Wonderful Life, the whole idea of the game is that you grow really old, and then someday you know, you leave this world, just like Grandpa at the beginning of this game. And you get to see the aftermath of what happens. Like, to your farm and to the NPCs who miss you. It's kind of crazy. And it's not always a very happy ending, either. Scared of playing it because I might get sad at the ending. It is kind of sad. It is kind of sad because it shows you how the characters deal with it when you leave. You know? And there's something about that. I don't know which is more valuable between the herring and the anchovy, but... I figure I'm just going to keep the anchovy. And then we're going to call that a day. Or at least for now. Maybe we can come back after selling these. I probably should have... What I should have done is I should have made another chest. And then set it up on the dock. Or near the dock. Harvest Moon game on PC that looks 3D. I think that might be the one I'm talking about. Because now I think Story of Seasons is putting... I think they're putting their games on Steam. I'll have to look into it. I can't remember for sure. I haven't played any on Steam though. It's been a long time since my last Story of Seasons. But I used to really like it. Rune Factory 4, that is a goated franchise. Are they still doing anything with Rune Factory? I haven't heard that name in a while. Like you know, like the cliche where it's like,
I haven't heard that name in years.
That's what I felt like just now. They force you to marry if you haven't married yet after certain years. Yeah, it's true, because that's like a key mechanic of the game. Because I mentioned the whole point of A Wonderful Life is that you like start a family and grow old and then the end. And I think that kind of necessitates marriage. Because another key feature of it is that your spouse also grows old, and your child grows old as well. And a key feature of your child growing up is that they have like different personalities that they can develop. You can give them little toys of different kinds to kind of subtly influence their personality. Like I think one of them is they can become an artist. So when they're really, really young, you can gift them a coloring book or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. I vaguely remember it. But they sometimes will, you could do everything right and it's still random in the end. Like they'll completely reject it. And I kind of like that because that's how it is in the real world, you know? Room Factory 6 in the works. Woo! That's exciting. I'll have to check that out. I haven't touched a Rune Factory in a bajillion years. Which game are you talking about that sounds so cute? A Wonderful Life. Harvest Moon A Wonderful Life. Or if you're interested in something newer, they recently remade it. Story of Seasons A Wonderful Life. Or maybe it's Story of Seasons A New Wonderful Life. I can't remember the exact title, but I haven't checked out the remake yet, but I saw pictures of it and it looks really, really pretty. Very different from the original game though. One of the things I really liked about it was the desaturated palette. It's very gray. It is a very, very gray and melancholy looking game. But now it's super vibrant. Still very pretty though. And honestly, maybe that's the move, because a lot of people describe A Wonderful Life as a really sad game, and it kind of is, but not really. Not really, right? Like there's a lot of just menial farming and joy and silliness. There's a lot of goofy cutscenes as well. That's what I really loved about A Wonderful Life, was all the goofy cutscenes you can trigger. Should I get Stardew Valley? I highly recommend it, especially if you have anybody else you'd like to play it with, like a friend or maybe a partner or like some family. I think it's really, really fun as a group, especially if you also have different interests in the game. For example, I've mentioned that when I play this game, I really like to just farm. I like to just handle the plants and then nothing else. But a lot of people will really prefer fishing or mining. Some people just like the animals. Some people like a mix of all three or all four, however many I've listed, I've lost track. So when you have a group of people and you're able to delegate things, you can be really, really efficient. And it's also kind of intense sometimes if you don't split the income. Or like, I guess if you... what would the best word for that be? Because splitting the income in my mind is splitting it into multiple people's wallets, right? But it also could mean sharing it. If you do not, if you share the income, it's really intense. Because then you have to coordinate your purchases and make sure everybody's on the same page. And sometimes the silliest one in the room will be like, "Oh, I just dropped 10k gold on a new dress." You know what I mean? Which is kind of fun. Love mining and fighting the monsters, but overall the game is really addicting because you can do everything. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't really play it very much anymore because I get sucked into it. I just get sucked in and then I can't stop. And being sucked into a game means that I can't work on the stuff I need to work on when I'm not gaming. You know what I mean? Level 1 fishing and foraging. Let's go! All right. I'm going to take a sip of my tea while we're here before we move on to the next day. Perfume. Actually, I'm going to finish it off. It'll be a big couple sips. Tastes like perfume. What tea? I wish I would have remembered. I should have made a note of it. I'll tell you what. I'll take a closer look at the box and see which of the sample bags I open. And if you remember to ask me again tomorrow, I'll let you know. Because I'll maybe remember at least what the tea is. I probably won't remember to mention it on my own though. But it tastes like perfume. All right. Have you tried Core Keeper? Yes, actually, not recently. I tried it when it was still in open beta. I think it might be finished now. But me and a group of like I think 3 of my friends, we played it together, and I filled the same role in that game as I play in Stardew and like Minecraft even, where I just stayed at our little home base and decorated it and like grew the seeds that they would collect for us. They'd always bring me back seeds. They'd be like, "All right, Kaelix, here's your seeds for the day." And I'd be like, "Thank you so much," and then I'd just plant them all. All right, what's the weather tomorrow? Is it gonna rain again? Probably not. Yeah. How about fortune teller? Yes, I can hear the spirits whispering something to me. The spirits are in good humor today. Thank you, Welwick. Goodbye. What's your fave perfume to drink? I don't think I prefer perfume. I don't think I have a favorite. Yeah, I did really like Core Keeper, but I had a very skewed perspective of it. I did not... Wait, I remember. I was about to tell you a lie. I forgot about this. I was only there for one of the boss battles. Only one. They had cleared out most of them on their own. But they were like, Kaelix, you really need to come with us for this one because it's the last one in the beta. And I was like, oh man, there aren't any more after this? And they're like, yeah, you got to be here for it. It can be like commemorative. And so I went with them, and I went because I had no armor, no weapons, or anything. I was just there at the home base with the starting equipment, just watering and tending to the crops and everything. So they gave me a bunch of gear and stuff, and they gave me a cool weapon. I think it was like a sword or something. I only vaguely remember the gameplay. And we went to this boss, and it was really hard. I think I left because I think when you die in the game, you leave a gravestone behind. And I remember I left like 6 of those. That was one of the other things I got to decorate with, by the way. That's one of the reasons I remember this feature, is because in addition to the little farm that I would decorate and the house that I would decorate for us, I would also make a little cemetery, and I'd have them bring back their gravestones for me. Have you ever played Gacha? Oh, this reminds me. I wanted to bring this up actually, because a lot of people asked about it, and I didn't get into it as much as I think people wanted me to. I mentioned briefly that I was really into Ensemble Stars in the past. Again, I'll say it like I said it before. I don't really play it anymore. I've got no idea what's going on in that game right now. But I started playing that. Okay, how do I describe this? I was into the franchise about a year or two after it started, like the first game, like with 1 exclamation point, but I didn't play the game yet. Because I like the rhythm game feature, you know? I like the music videos and the songs. That's the main draw for me. More than the story or the characters is the songs and the singing. So I started following the franchise. I started like listening to their music and reading some of the stories from the game on what used to be like a hosted wiki for it, but it's not. It doesn't host the stories anymore, I think. I think you have to get them in the game itself. Which makes sense, because since then they've translated the game, right? There's an English version of it now. Yeah, I followed it like that for a while, and then when the new game came out, I played that for a bit, but I don't have it anymore. Favorite unit? It's a little difficult because I like a lot about most of them. For example, I think Undead has a lot of the best music. I think Eve, specifically Eve of Eden as a whole, but more specifically Eve, has the best singing voices. And I also love Hiyori the most as a character. Well, not the most, but among the most. And then Ryusetai is the one I got the most attached to character-wise, I think. Or second most attached to, maybe. I also really loved Rabbits. Rabbits was kind of inspiring to me because I think I've mentioned before that I really love cuter music. I love cute things in general. And I like to sing cute, idolish stuff. And I find that it's not as common to hear men sing cute stuff. And for a long time, I felt like I wasn't even allowed to sing that stuff. Because, you know, nobody wants to hear that, right? But when I heard Rabbits for the first time, this is, mind you, a group of... The seiyus are all baritone ranged men. And they're singing cute stuff. And it's just, I don't know, it really stuck with me. It really inspired me. Do you watch A3 actually? Oh, I see, because I mentioned a song in my likes, didn't I? I've seen the anime, but I've never caught up with the game. So there are a lot of characters that I don't know anything about. Yeah, no, I love the music for A3 as well. That's my thing. There are a lot of franchises out there where I don't really consume it properly, but I really love the albums, the discographies. Because I love the sloppy any song, like idol music albums. I love them so much. Idler 7, I know very, very little about Idler 7. I've been curious about it because I have heard a couple of the songs, but never curious enough to get into it, I guess. I like the new OnStars unit. What is it called again? I've heard their song, or at least one of their songs. I don't know if they have multiple yet. I heard the song that's like Sengen suru desho, Sengen suru desho, suki, suki, Sengen suru desho. Hayaku shinunayo, or whatever he says. Hayaku something. Probably not shinunayo, right? What does he say? I don't remember. Special for Princess. Is that what it's called? Okay. Esupuri. I remember that. Yeah, I've seen them around. I've been curious, but I've been also locked in. I got a job. Like.
Do you want something from me?
Project Sekai. I also don't know much about that one. I played the...
You're really not gonna let me through here, are you? When is that gonna open up? I wanna go mining. Let's go gambling.
But yeah, Project Sekai is another one where I'm vaguely familiar with it. Admittedly more familiar with it than some of the other ones that have come up just now, but... with that one, it's another like music-only franchise for me. I like listening to the covers they make. Or like the songs that they commission Vocaloid producers for. Because I like Vocaloid. Yeah, I don't know the first thing about the characters. I did pay attention to the recent collab, though. There was a collab recently. I don't know if you're familiar. There was a collab with Project Sekai and Ensemble Stars. They got, I think it was 4 characters from each, and they put them together in a group of 8. And they made this really cool song. I remember me and Zeal talked a bit about it. We were like pointing at it because it's kind of like the intersection of our 2 respective idle rhythm game interests. Even if I don't play as actively as he plays Project Sekai. Yeah, beep 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 pew Joan. I did loop that one a bunch. It's pretty banger. And they got Deco for it, Deco Nina on the song. That's crazy. Where's my girl Haley? Are you in your room? Can't tell. Gonna stream on Stars? Probably not. Probably not. I'll say I don't play the game anymore. I don't feel like getting back into it right now in that way. I also find that if it's a rhythm game, it's really, really difficult for me to stream it. I think rhythm games, I think you have to be built different for it. I think, I don't know, I don't have the skill set that it takes to stream a rhythm game. I think the only one that I would stream would maybe be like Rhythm Heaven, because at least that's a simple type of rhythm game, and it's one I'm more familiar with. Hypnosis Microphone. I don't know anything about the story, but I love the tracks that I've heard. I really liked a lot of the raps for Buster Bros. I especially loved, Buster Bros has this one track on their first album that I listened to where it's like a radio show. So the instrumental keeps changing to match the vibe of whatever the segment of the radio show is. I thought that was really cute. And I try to listen to like the ones that are franchise-wide, like that have all the characters in them as well. Like the rap battle anthem thing. Or I really like the one where it's really, really funky. I don't remember what it's called or what it actually sounds like. I just remember that it is funky and it has a really cute melody in the part before each verse. Ohayo Ikebukuro, that's the one. Ohabukuro! I remember that. I played that once while I cleaned house for a bit. And I sat and looped that one song. That was my... Because we had a spring cleaning era at my house that year. I sat and had that song playing on loop while I scrubbed and dusted things. While I sorted out like laundry and stuff like that. Ohabukuro! I remember. Paradox Live, similar to Hypnosis Mike, where I don't know the first thing about the story, but I've listened to some of the songs. But that one I got really interested in Bae for a second. B-A-E gonna blow your brain? Question mark? Alright, let's see. I guess we could spend the rest of today clearing out more of the farm so that we can walk from A to B more easily. Because it's kind of difficult. Any specific characters? What's the name of the one that's voiced by Murase? Murase-san? I think he has a bowl cut. I really like that one. And I specifically like that one because the voice was the opposite of the one that Murase is like typecasted for the most. I like when people cast Murase-san to do more like neutral voices rather than something really, really cute. To be clear, love his cute voice. It's so good, so goated and iconic and memorable. But I really like when he does something slightly darker or lower, personally. It's got a lot of appeal, in my humble opinion. All right, let's see. We need a clean path from the house to the path, like to the Cindersnap Woods. So, his voice is different when he speaks in lower voice. Yeah, right. It's kind of similar with Oh, I don't even know if I can continue this anecdote. There's another character that he did with a similarly dark voice that I really liked, but I've forgotten who it was. I don't remember the first thing about the character's personality or like the anime it was in. So it's honestly like a useless one. How about Twisted Wonderland? Next to nothing about it. I know that it's themed off of Disney characters, specifically villains, but I don't know any of them. I don't know any of the characters. I've seen them in ads Like there's this one ad I get a lot for, it's like a tea party kind of moment or something like that, but I don't know the first thing about it. Never looked into it. You know any other songs of A3 that you've heard outside of Circle of Seasons? None by name. Circle of Seasons just very particularly stuck with me when I went through my phase of listening to some of them. The melody really, really stuck with me. It's just one of those songs that makes me want to tear up if I'm in the right mood. So it stays in a lot of... It stays in a lot of my playlists. Seb is out. Thank you for the notice. We gotta get him. I need everybody. Also, remind me, if you don't mind, which day does everybody go to the saloon? Or rather, which night? Is it Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday night? I mentioned earlier, and you may have told me, but I forgot. Let's try to catch. Let's try to catch Mr. Sebastian. Sebastian. Friday. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your help. I forgot, and I refuse to Google. You're gonna be my Google. On standby with the Google tab for me. Utafi, that's another one that I know like nothing about. I've heard like the main themes for that one. Like the one where they're like, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" I know that one. I don't know any of the other ones. Wait, Seb is out, which means he's outside, which means he's like, is he here? Where does he smoke again? Or does he smoke down in the cliff area? SpongeBob? Yes, actually. I think I've mentioned before that I didn't have cable growing up. We would just get things on VHS or CD, or DVD rather, if it's a video, right? And we had a few of the seasons of SpongeBob as a box set, and I really, really like that. Specifically, early SpongeBob is good though. By the lake. Oh, okay. Like in Cindersnap Forest, right? SpongeBob references in your debut. Wait, was it the big meaty claws one? I just said that because that's kind of Claude Senpai's moment, right? He has the big magic claws. Recent SpongeBob is kind of crazy. I don't know if I'd say terrifying, but it is very different. It's kind of changed with the times. It really serves as a good example of that, actually, like the way that cartoons have changed over the years, because it's the same, you know, it's the same IP, right? It's always been SpongeBob, but oh wait, I think I went the wrong way. The lake near the oh, I think I'm gonna miss him. I was thinking is it even a lake? The big body of water in Cindersnap Forest? Oh, goodness. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm going to be so honest. I should say, I think I honestly probably should have preference stream with that today. I am very sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I woke up really, really early. And I deliberately scheduled today's stream slightly later in the evening for me because I was thinking I would be pushing it forward. Because I do have some later collabs on the horizon. More of a pond. Yeah, right? Alright. It looks like he's probably not there, is he? Is he inside now? Go right? Okay. This is the one exception for the backseating rule, because I need this man. I need him in my list. I need to find him. How far right? Where is he? Where does he smoke? I genuinely, I think I don't find him until like halfway through the year half the time. He's gone. Oh, okay. I missed him. Now let's see if I can get home and fall asleep in time. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm very sleepy, so to preface, today's stream may be a little short in the end. Once I wrap up. In fact, we may wrap up within the next hour. I'd usually like to go for a lot longer if it's a farming sim, but I do also I have a meeting with By the Beat actually. We didn't set a time for it. They just said whenever everyone is not actively streaming and around this time. So I think what I'll do is I'll set another milestone. I'll go until the parsnips are done or until I have the community center. Either or, depending on whichever appeals to me more in the moment. Because if the parsnips are done today, I don't want to do that today. I want to get to day 6 at least, right? All right, what's the forecast? It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. How dare you! How very dare you? All right, let's see. To our valued JojaMart customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal, pursuant to what does this stand for? I don't know legal jargon. In it, silly in it. Tuesday in it. L61091 Jojiko Amendment. Responsible stewardship of the local environment is our top priority. Initiative? That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong. We apologize for any inconvenience this accident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage. Morris. I hate that guy. I cannot stand that clown. All right, where's the... Okay. Sorry, I went quiet because I saw you mention Banta Senpai and I was like scrolling up to see if I had missed him. I was like, Banta Senpai is here. But you were talking about the crow that ate my parsnip. All right, I've leveled up my farming. So let's sell 8. No, let's sell this many. We'll sell, I think that's 15 minus 6, so it's 9. We've sold 9, question mark. Or no, we harvested 20. I forgot it wasn't 15. I scratched my head. I give up. Or wait, it would be 19 minus 6. So it'd be 13, right? I think. Either way, we need more seeds. And we got money for it. Even though we haven't technically sold the parsnips yet. You try and rush the community center? Not really. I always set it so that it's guaranteed first year, but I don't usually finish it in the first year. I'll usually finish it about halfway through the second year, though sometimes I'll get like locked on one specific item and it will take me the whole 3 or 4 years to do it even. Usually 3, if it's like that long. But my biggest problem with it is that I don't really like to, like I mentioned, I don't like to do animals in this game. I don't like to raise the cows and chickens and stuff. And some of the community center items and bundles and stuff, they are, they kind of rely on those, you know? So to do those, I'll just end up buying them from the traveling merchant instead. What are these about? Farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. I can't do that yet because it'll have to be the next day. Build a coop. No, I'm kidding. Turn the community center into a JoJo store. How could you do this? How could you do this? Not even the rabbits. I do like to do it eventually though. And when I do them, I like to give them all matching names. I especially like to, it's kind of silly after yesterday, but I like to name the animals after relevant Zelda characters. For example, I'll usually name the cows some combination of Malon and Romani and things like that, or Creamia, because they all live on cattle farms. Or like the chickens, I'll call like Kuko or Cuckoo. I don't actually know how it's said out loud in English, but or the blue one, I'll call it Kojiro. And then like when I get a rabbit, I usually will name it Ravio. Any old JRPG like Ebe or Mad Father? Yeah, actually, I had a big phase with free horror when I was younger. Because when I got my first computer, it was not a very strong computer. So I couldn't play anything that was really intensive. And I also didn't have any spending money, so I was really, really drawn to games like that. You actually just named the 2 that I really liked. But there was also, is it called The Witch's House? I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly. I liked that one a lot at the time. But they're so distant in my memory that I only like have the vaguest. Oh wait, I forgot. I was gonna buy seeds. I keep getting distracted. Witch House. Okay, thank you. I literally walked in to buy seeds and forgot about it. Okay, we need 20 of something. Wait, I'm gonna pull out my calculator. Where's my calculator? Where's my calculator? Actually. All right. So if I want 20 and I multiply that by 80,
That's going to be way too much. That's twice of what I have. So I can't do cauliflowers now. But I probably can do potatoes at 50 times 20. No, I can't, because that's just shy of what... You know what I could do? I wonder if I can sell some vegetables today, actually. I can pull... I think I may have sold some of those individually, but I can pull a parsnip out of the shipping bin. And maybe I can scrape up 2 out of my savings bin, because I could just grow more later. Really easy. Nerds! I just think you should pinch your pennies, especially in these circumstances. I think you should be conservative with your money when you only have 874 coins to your name. Okay, we'll do 2 from this, and we'll... but the leeks are a good gift for certain people, so we'll also sell the fish, and then we'll pull 1 out of the shipping bin. Gotta be frugal, yeah. Facts. In these trying times, spare change for the farmer. Okay. You trade turnips and... Yes, by the way, to answer your question.
Oh, hi there.
Or wait, what did he sound like when I did it before? He was a little bit higher. A little bit more robust.
Spare change. What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of this town, always bustling with activity.
What happened?
Now just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community.
Tell me about it. I would love some TV right now. I wonder what I could watch.
But listen to me, I sound like an old fool. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Oh well. If anyone else buys a JojaCo membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it.
It's that damn TV. It's because you're on that phone. You know?
Here, let's go inside.
Boo, Joja! Boo! Tomato! Bricks for you! Tomatoes aren't enough. It's bricks for you, Joja. Back in my day, we watched grass grow. I don't know about that. Have you ever watched paint dry, though? I've actually done that before. Kind of interesting if you actually focus on it for long enough. Maybe not really. But if you have the right lighting in the room, you can see how the reflection changes over time.
What's this? I guess Vincent and Jas must have been playing in here.
Some kind of fun they've had.
This place is even more dilapidated than I remember.
What? What? Yeah, that was more of like a what? Or like he doesn't know what I'm talking about. He doesn't see that.
What's the matter? Are you ill?
Dilapidated? Is that too big a word? Dilapidated means ruined. It's in disrepair. It's not been cleaned up or taken care of in a while. Very dusty, full of holes. Dilapidated, especially for a place.
You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats.
Are you ill? That's kind of rude, actually. What's he saying to me?
You're worrying me, Kaelix.
I'm just fine. Ah! What's that?
Look, I think I'm gonna head home.
I need some lunch. I freaked this man out.
Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time.
Let's go! Alright. Strange. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. Alright, let's see if I can do that now.
better to do it sooner rather than later, because I think after I read this, I'll be like one with the Junimo. Okay, we are. Okay, hold on. We are. Is it Junimo? We are Junimo. We are Junimo. Don't know what this is or this. We are Junimo. You can read that. Well, it can be read, but only if you decode it. You have to know what all the symbols mean, and I don't. We are Junimo. Maybe it's we are the Junimo. We are the Junimo. Well, might as well close it. We can just translate it later.
Peter, how are you doing?
The horse is here. I don't think that makes. I am not a polyglot. I'm not even bilingual. It's just as simple as pattern recognition. I used to really love ciphers when I was a kid, so I find things like that fun. What's gonna be really annoying is when I get the nerve to pull out Morse code, because I do actually know some Morse code. I don't remember the whole chart. I have to pull it up to be really comprehensive, but I can do that sometimes. Yeah. All right, let's plant our new. Let's buy our new seeds. But yeah. For example, I could be like da da di da 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 di da di da da. Wait, that's Haley. That's my girl Haley. Get back here.
Oh, you're that new farmer boy, aren't you? Huh? Oh, I'm Haley. If it weren't for those horrendous clothes, you might actually be cute.
What? I don't know if I should feel insulted or complimented. What's that mean? Here, I'll do it one more time. You can pull out a chart for me. You ready? Wait, what did I say again? Okay. Da da di da 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 di da da di da di da da. Sounds so ridiculous doing it with your voice. Because the whole point of Morse code is that you use limited mediums to do it, like light or a monotonal signal. Anyway, I need to sell these. And if I get to 1,000, then I can get 20 potato seeds. Let's go, right on the dot. I love to win. She totally wants you, no way. She just called me horrendous. Did you say your name? No, I spelled out the word poopy. Or I think I did, unless I misremembered one of the letters. I spelled out the word poopy. Poopy. Uh-oh. Stinky. Alright. We're gonna plant our seeds. And then we're gonna go to bed. And then I think we're actually gonna wrap up for today, so I can take care of my tasks before falling asleep this evening. Alright, let's see. Is there anything else I can do after setting these up? Should I chop more trees? Or should I try... Was the landslide for the mine or for the train? Or was it for both, maybe? Actually, no. I think going to the mine this late in the day might not be the move. Might be better to save for later. Let's chop down some trees instead. Clear up more space so that we can walk. Craft a scarecrow! Thank you. That's important. Otherwise, I'm going to lose more potatoes to Vanta Senpai. All right, let's see. What do I need for the scarecrow? Wait, I need to do that tomorrow. I don't have it yet. Yeah, no, I have to wait until tomorrow because I leveled up today, but it doesn't actually reflect on my skill tree until... Okay, it reflects on my skill tree now, but I don't I don't actually get the level up reward until I fall asleep. I think that's how it works, right? Okay. In that case, we'll just clear out more space, make sure that it's easier to walk from place to place. Especially at night. That's my big problem, is when I pull a late night in the mines, and then I come back, and then I'm bumping into trees and rocks on my way home. I've always hated that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you get the receipt when you sleep. That's what that little display in the bottom left corner usually means, I think, is that you've leveled up, and when you fall asleep, you'll get the reward for it. He yearns for the mines. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. Okay. Let's clear these out. And then... oh gosh, I'm getting woozy. Yeah, tonight is a good call. Like this in-game day is a good call for cutting for cutting this stream. Sorry, I'm so sleepy. I usually try to manage my sleep better so that I can be more energized. Definitely still having fun, but I think that makes me it gives me a big debuff. All right. Getting to your farm with like 20 minutes left, and then you run into bushes and trees. The missile is... Am I a missile? When did I become a missile? What does this mean? Thank you for being so understanding about it, though. Yeah, I'll definitely get some rest. My problem is that I got my rest too early. I finished up Zelda yesterday, and I was just so sleepy so much earlier than the days before. So I just went to bed early. In fact, my problem is that I will get rest when I need it, honestly. Okay. Okay, I think this is the last tree we can kill. Because I'm starting to feel exhausted. Alright. Yeah, I've just been too excited lately. I've been too... Like, it's almost... I say almost. It is sincerely overwhelming excitement in a lot of ways. Like, I can't bemoan it at all. I'm very happy with it. But it is making it harder to sleep normally. So we're gonna tuck in for the night, both in Stardew and in the real world. But look, we got the scarecrow recipe. So when we pick the game back up again, we will meet with the wizard and begin planning for community bundles, I think. We'll also do the scarecrow quest because now I have the recipe. Yeah. We'll maybe finish meeting all the NPCs. I was hoping to do that today, but some of them are just so avoidant and hard to catch. Oh, you know what? I should have waited because today was Friday, wasn't it? Was today Friday? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would have been Friday, right? I should have waited till the saloon at night. Oh well. Let's exit the game. All right. Let's wrap up for today. Figure out if I'm still rating Mr. Zeal or if he's already finished. I'm in a vacuum right now. All right. So silly. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Let me figure out the raid. Let me refresh, see who is active right now. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. Is he still going? Let's see. YouTube. YouTube, innit? Alright. Though alternatively... Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like he's still going. So we're gonna raid into Zeal as I set up early, just in case. Alright, so... I'm gonna feed you into Zeal's channel. He's playing Five Nights at Freddy's, which is, I think, a scary-ish game. So if you're not down for scary games, maybe don't participate. I think you should, though. I think he could make it maybe less scary for you. Maybe test the waters a little bit. I encourage it. He's very cool. But yeah, be nice to Zeal for me. Be super cool. Follow his rules. You know the drill with raids. All right. Thank you for playing Stardew with me. I think it was a double whammy today for me in that I was already kind of sleepy at the start, and then it was also a farming sim, which I play to relax. So it's kind of dangerous. There are a couple of moments where I was starting to lapse out. I was like... Okay. I'm wishing you an epic rest of your day / night, whenever you finish your day. Wishing you an epic meal for your next meal. I'm gonna have some dinner. I think I might make some pasta before bed. I don't know. I'm kind of craving pasta lately, specifically with like a ton of red sauce. Because we got some left over from the last grocery load, so I think I might make a big fat cheesy red sauce pasta. I think that's what I'm gonna have for dinner. All right, otsukare. Bye bye. See you later. See you tomorrow. Oh wait, I almost forgot. This is how you know I'm sleepy. Off my game. Wait, where is it? Here it is. All right. My schedule for the rest of the week, for those who are not aware. So today we have played Stardew Valley. Would love to pick this up again sometime, so stay tuned for future schedules where it might show up. Tomorrow we will be playing Splatoon 3. I'm a big fan of the Splatoon franchise, so I'm looking forward to play this. I'm really curious about whether I'll be able to do well like I normally would. I say well like I normally would, but I feel like I'm usually better than average at least. I'm not a pro gamer, but you know, I've ranked S multiple times at least, which I think is bare minimum to call yourself kind of good at the game, personally, but I don't know. But it's been a long time since I've played. I haven't touched it in several months. So I'm curious to see if I'm washed or not. Maybe I'll practice beforehand, who knows? Day after we'll have our first proper Zatsudan. We'll have Sashingo the day after that. And then finally we'll have Buckshot Roulette collab with By the Beat. It will not be on my channel. I'll give you a good maybe not a redirect, but I'll give you a link for it however I can when the day comes. If you're not keeping up with everybody, I'll make sure you know where to find us. I'm very excited for this. I feel like we have a really goofy chemistry when we're in the room together, and I don't think you've gotten to see that yet, so hope you can enjoy it. And we will finish up the week with my very first karaoke stream. I'm very particularly excited for this one. I love singing and performing live a lot, and it's what I look forward to the most with this new gig, so I hope that you can make it, but if not, don't worry, because it'll be archived, it'll stay up forever. Setlist is unthemed, it'll just be a bunch of random songs that I like and that I can sing, so look forward to it. Thus will conclude the schedule for this week. By the time we reach the end, I'll have another one to show you. Alright. That is all for today. Thank you again for your support. Thank you again for showing up. I'll see you again tomorrow. Mata ashita na. Alright, bye bye. See you later.